First of all, I would like to say good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me here. So let's take a look at the presentation today a bit. So basically today I will talk about the marketing emails. I think most of you know about the marketing email, right? We can use and create it in now very familiar. Nowadays, you may realize that there are so many channels, especially like social media, Facebook ads, Google ads, and stuff, etc., like Twitter. So, like I said, there are so many channels nowadays. However, email is still popular among people today. You can see here, this is 2019 statistics. Based on statistics, they said that now it's 3.9 billion email users worldwide, and it's expected to be 4.3 billion within the next 4 years, which is a lot, right? So you can see, rather than just the number of the user, the volume that has been sent in and also sent out and also received by people are also huge. It's more than 293 billion, as you can see here. So that's why emails still play an important role nowadays. And you can see here regarding the email marketing. Actually, you can see the effectiveness of the email marketing. It's still a little bit above SEO. Or if some of you not very familiar with SEO, is search engine optimization, the keyword that you use to search on Google. You can see here it's like neck to neck here, but email is still a little bit higher. And the ROI of marketing emails very, very huge, because to access to emails is quite cheap, right? So $1 that you pay for using this channel, it can return in $44 by using this channel. That's why it's still popular nowadays. You can see here as David Neilman, which is a marketer that write a well-known book, one of the marketing well-known book. He said email has an ability many channels don't. It's creating valuable personal touch at scale, right? If you have a list of emails like 10,000, 100,000 subscribers, you can use all of them. You can send it at once, right? So that way it's very, very valuable, but it's scalable. Now let's get into the types of marketing emails. Actually, many people say different types. Some may say 5, some may say 6, whatever. But to me, it mainly 3 types. The first one is newsletter. This one will mainly like those that send you update about the brand, send you some event, send you some news. It's mainly about the news of that brand. And then the transaction. This one is about the email that you will get when you do something that trigger transactions. Let's say you buy things, you pay something, you transfer, things like this. We'll send the transaction to confirm back your proceeding. And next one will be sales and promotion. For this one will be the most focus, as we think this one will generate the return the most. However, based on statistics, I would say the open rate of sales and promotion kind of and newsletter kind of email, it's just 24%, while transaction email will be a lot higher. It can be more than 50% that people will check to see their confirmation. Like, okay, they get other confirmation, they get payment confirmation, etc., etc. So it's a lot higher rate comparing to others. So you will start to see some brands start to include like small amount of marketing information or some small campaigns in the transaction email as well to utilize that. But let me tell you a little bit. If you would like to do so, the percentage of that content is supposed to be like just 20% of the transaction email. You shouldn't like half of it be just promotion, and the confirmation of the thing, the essential information, just like a little bit, like a very small part of it that won't be transaction email, and you will get filtered out by email provider as spam. That's possible as well. Okay, so now let's get into the point today. 6 things that you need to get for effective marketing emails. To write one, to send out one, what should you do? So I will take you through the 6 things that you need to get. The first one, get through to the inbox. Why I say that? Of course, before you get your reader to read it, your receiver to open it, you have to get into that inbox first. Not every single emails can get to everyone inbox. Why is that? Because nowadays there's some legal issue, there's some filter from email provider that try to filter out those annoying email, those salesy email, those scam email by scanning from many factors. Maybe they look at a sender name, whether you have pitchy name, or look at a domain that you send, whether it's trustworthy or not. Look at the IP address, whether the IP address is like what's used to send any spam before. And they also look at the spam filter triggering words. What will this be? It will be in the subject line, the subject of the email. If your subject contain this kind of word, like I give you the example in the category of marketing, the financial general one, like click below, click here, or you can say like earn today, get the cash today, and those stuff as your subject. That will be triggered, the trigger of the spam filter. And the list is quite long and boring actually, so that's why I capture some of them as an example here. And so you can check out the whole list. You can consult it when you try to send out through the link that I provide here. Or you may just scan the QR code. It will lead you to the page as well. And that will give you the whole list and all categories that you should look at. Okay, and then number 2 here, after you get through to the inbox, then you have to get people to open it. And how will you do that to get them open? The first thing, of course, is subject. You have to come up with catchy one with curiosity triggering. That would be great if you can come up with some kind of like question or some catchy word. Let people feel like they want to know more about it, but don't forget about the spam filter things, okay? And the length that it should be, it can be 30 to or even 20 to 100 characters, okay? I mean characters. So you have to think whether you would like to make it short and sweet, be very, very effective with your words, right to the point. They say get the attention within first 30 characters. If you can do that, that's super great.
But if not,
effective if you
may
were
want to come up with a long version of your subject line with more specific and precise of the email that they will get. Maybe you tell them exactly what they can expect to see within your email, what action you would like them to make, like, okay, this is the survey of something, and to improve the service, etc. This is like more specific thing, and you make it quite long for this one. However, as you may see here, it's not just only the subject that can work to grab the attention of the reader. It can be the pre-header, or some may say it is preview text of the email. If it's webmail, you can see here the preview here is like glimpse of the email that you will give to the reader, the receiver. It can be the summarization of your email. It can be some message that you left out during your in your subject and you would like to extend it. That's fine. You can make it in your pre-header as well. But one thing that you need to consider is that the length of the preview text will be different based on platform, based on the provider. It's not the standard one. It can be 50, it can be 100, it can be somewhere in between. So the safest way that I would say, if you aim, and you should aim to go for mobile first, I would suggest you to go for 55 characters preview. That will be quite good length for the mobile. Like you may see here, this is the sender name, and then will be the subject line that I mentioned before, and then the preview text here. You can see here on mobile sometimes it's just only one line. So you have 55 characters here. You can see. Let's look at this. Make it like a hooker, a hook that will grab your reader attention. You look at the example, the first one. You may not have realized that there was such a thing as underwater hockey. The first time that I read this, I just like, okay, underwater hockey, how that could happen. So I would like to learn more about it, so that I click it. Or for this one, make it more personal, more relevant. 5 things to do for your upcoming trip right here on Airbnb. Okay, maybe you have next trip that is waiting, maybe next week, maybe this weekend. So you would like to know if they have any suggestion that you can utilize for your trip. So maybe this one you feel more relevant for that. So you can click. You have more possibility to click, to read, to open it. So here's the importance of the pre-header. And the next one, now after you get them to open, let's get a glance of your receivers. Let them take a look at your content inside. Why I say that? Look here. Here's the statistic that I've got. It's just 2019 statistic, and you can see they consider read just 8 or more seconds already mean read, and then skimmed 2 to 8 seconds. That's so short, and just glanced or deleted it even less than 2 seconds. So you would like your reader, your receiver to look at it and spend that time more than 8 seconds, or at least 8 seconds with your email. So you need to make it eye-catching, either by your design or by your message, by your opening. That's all possible. But keep in mind that you should keep it simple, not too complex. Don't come out with so many confusing hierarchy of image, of text, different size, different colors, that not organized at all. Sometimes big, sometimes small, no hierarchy at all. That won't make it eye-catching. It will make it more like dizzy. So you should make it simple, clean, and possibly short. Okay? Here you can see overall people read it 8 seconds, spend 8 seconds or more. 68% or 69%. And for those that just skim through it 2 to 8 seconds, it almost 20%, you can see here. So make sure that you organized your email in the way that people can get through it easily. I mean, they can skim it easily. They have more intention, like attract them to read longer. Okay, here is the way you can come up with visual design, make it look good to the eyes of the receiver, look clean, look clear. Or nowadays many trends happen that people use GIF or animated image included in email to grab the attention, which is good and works quite well. So you can try that as well. It doesn't have to be just beautifully visual like this, beautifully visual capture like this. You can come up with some sense of humor, come up with some memes, some GIFs that give your reader some smile. That's also good as well, right? Or you may come up with the text, the whole text email, that's fine. But think about your receiver a little bit, who you are talking to, and in which occasion that they are getting this email. For this one, I would like to start from the center. Actually, it's quite a good one, since they use the attention grabber like social proof to say, oh, 1 billion visitors, 1 million visitors post. What is that? What kind of post that get people, like 1 million people, to look at it? So you get a bit curious, right? And you would like to check that out. And then they come up with some free things, make it simple and clear. The language that they use is also very simple. You can easily understand what they are talking about and what they would like you to do, what they want to present. That's so easy. And the next one, this one, the email from a jewelry shop, jewelry website. They send the Black Friday sale email, which is very tremendously sent during that time. You will get tons of the Black Friday email, Black Friday offers. So if you can make it very simple and clear, okay, we have Black Friday sales and what you can expect from us. Okay, this 10% off and this 15%, 20%. Make it clear and simple, save time. That's it. Easy one, right? And this one, I personally like it. To make it like more personalized, make it more sounds like a friend sent you email, but actually it's a marketing mail. Okay. Hey, did you get the chance to read my last message? And and he don't even address the dear blah blah blah. It's just like naturally, like a friend would send an email or reply an email back to another friend. That's super close one, and I feel like, okay, I would like to read more, because I don't know whether it actually my friend or someone else. But when I read it, I still feel like, oh, this is more like my friend sending me, and I feel more enthusiastic to read. Okay, but one thing you need to know, this one is actually really tricky. The one that I capture you is just a part of the whole set of emails, so that what is reply here. But when you send out an email, don't try to induce your reader to read it by saying forward, saying reply. Like, this is more of like, you will get suspicious by the spam filter that you try to like deceive the reader. So make it straightforward. Okay.